गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। आज हमारे साथ हैं लेफ्टिनेंट कर्नल जोगेंद्र लाकरा फ्रॉम द 6 लांसर्स आर्मर्ड कोर। वेलकम टू टुडेज एडिशन ऑफ वैल्यू टॉक्स। वैल्यू टॉक्स में पिछले 1.5 साल में हम लोगों का कोशिश ये रही कि हम आर्म फोर्सेज ऑफिसर्स को ट्रांजिशन में अपनी तरफ से जो हो सकता है वो इंफॉर्मेशन, नॉलेज, गाइडेंस प्रोवाइड करने की कोशिश करते हैं बाय इनवाइटिंग various officers who have succeeded in their second careers after forge। उसी कड़ी में आज के हमारे गेस्ट हैं लाकरा सर, and we also today the reason for inviting him is that we also want to showcase to the fraternity community as well as to everyone that armed forces officers can also be very successful entrepreneurs. So, sir is a direct entry officer commissioned in the Armored Corps, which was a combat arm. He left after 20 years of service, and still he and Colonel Samsher Singh of Mechanized Infantry together in last 10 years have built a business from scratch to 100+ crore turnover. So, I mean, this is very inspiring journey, a tale which all of us should know and see as to how we can imbibe the right lessons and move ahead. So, welcome to the show today, Lakra sir. It's a pleasure you are with us.
Thanks a lot, Vipul. Thank you. First of all, thanks a ton for giving this opportunity. And maybe whatever we did, maybe we can be some help to our fraternity. And my very good evening to all the participants in the meeting. And I must take this call, Vipul, and your team to start this very good, it's a noble cause, what you started. And really, I must say, and we our best wishes that you continue this and take it from step to step and helping our fraternity. Yes.
तो सर आज आपको सुनने के लिए 80 से ज्यादा अफसरान मेल क्या हो सकता है, बहुत सारे इसमें से कॉर्पोरेट हॉन्चोज भी होंगे। मैं पहला आपसे एक टेक्निकल सवाल पूछूंगा, जस्ट टू improve my understanding as to where things are. मेरा आपसे क्वेश्चन ये होगा सबसे पहले कि एज ऑफ टुडे अगर हम देखते हैं आज की डेट में, तो आपका क्या असेसमेंट है कि फिजिकल सिक्योरिटी, गार्डिंग, कैश मैनेजमेंट, एसेट प्रोटेक्शन, ये वाला जो फील्ड है जिसमें आर्म फोर्सेस ऑफिसर्स का एक वेल डेवलप्ड स्किल है, एक्सपोजर है, इसका फ्यूचर क्या है सर? आज अगर हम देखें, व्हाट इज योर असेसमेंट ऑफ द ग्रोथ एंड स्केल ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर फील्ड?
Vipul, frankly speaking, when we started or prior to this also, physical security was quite a unstructured field. But 2005, 2009, when this Pasara thing came in, it became a really structured and things are improving every day. And yes, along with the physical security, other things, there's a huge scope and things are improving and increasing every day. These days, so many industries from outside, everybody need physical security along with the digital security and other things. Things like airport, they are shifting, they're trying to shift from the CISF to the private security and number of other fields also. So the scope is enormous and it's growing day by day. You take the physical security along with the digitization, the drone, or the CCTVs, or the smart city, cash management, everything is growing. Maybe the cash management part, I can't, because the things are coming to digitization, the growth of that field may not be that great as compared to other fields. But it's a fantastic, it's a field which is growing every day.
So would you say, as a matter of specialist and an authority in the field, that this is a field where officers can very seriously look for a second career? अब वो पुराने वाली बात नहीं है कि सिक्योरिटी क्या है, ग्रोथ, दी प्रॉस्पेरिटी, पैसा सब कुछ अच्छा है सर इसमें?
What I'll say, earlier it was not a very structured thing. Now it's a very transparent and structured field, and people need to learn about the compliance and other things. There are a lot of scope. बशर्ते कि हर एक आदमी का विजन क्लियर है। हमारा बेस, हमारा बैकग्राउंड मैनेजमेंट का है, हमने रिस्क असेसमेंट किया है, हमने बहुत सारी डिसिप्लिन किया है, एंड दिस इज द सेम फील्ड वी कैन कंटिन्यू, बट वन हैज टू हैव अ वेरी क्लियर विजन very clear thought कि मैंने ये business करना है और इसमें risk management भी, risk assessment भी आएगा, and अपना analysis करके I will say कि no field is bad, and this is a good field in the sense because we have a background. All the, when we say Fauji means Air Force, Army, Navy, whatever the belt is, we have a background, and this is one of the closest field which we know we are trained in this. So in case somebody wants to go, this is a field, go ahead. Unless until somebody got a technical chap, he want to have a. In fact, this field also, there are a lot of technologies. These days, smart city projects are coming. The drones are coming in, digitization are coming in. So you can not necessarily, along with the physical security, you can combine all these things in your vertical and take it forward. The physical security, we have a background when we say the defense forces. Along with this, we can add these things, then you can grow exponentially. So I say this is a field one should try. Why not?
सर, जब मैं हमारे वैल्यू टॉक्स के मेंबर्स ने जब हमसे कहा कि किसी एंटरप्रेन्योर को बुलाएं जिन्होंने खुद की सिक्योरिटी बिजनेस को एस्टेब्लिश किया, तो हम रिसर्च करने लगे तो केएसजे डायनेमिक सिक्योरिटी का नाम आया। हमने अपनी तरफ से कुछ रिसर्च किया तो हमें समझ आया कि आपने 100 करोड़ का व्यापार कर लिया है, 3-4 हजार आपके पास में आज लोग हैं, और ये तो इसके अलावा कहाँ किस क्या है सर केएसजे सिक्योरिटी? व्हाट इज द स्केल एंड वॉल्यूम ऑफ वर्क, साइज ऑफ केएसजे सिक्योरिटी एज ऑफ टुडे? आप बताएं तो और थोड़ा सा अच्छा लगेगा।
Well, we started KSJ Security in 2009, and we were fortunate that we could get the help from DGR. When we started from DGR, so it was purely a security, physical security vertical. You get a good work from that side. So we got a work, we got we got the eligibility from there, and from there we started. And that time it was a thing that you have your quota of guard. After that you finish, and then you take a plunge in civil. So now also now the age is 60. Earlier it was a quota and 3 years, that kind of a thing. So from there we take a plunge into civil, 2012 onward, and then beside the physical security we added facility management that includes your housekeeping and mechanized cleaning, your fire wildlife control, your reception services, data entry operator, multitasking, and you name a thing. We become an overall manpower specialist. So security is one of the vertical. The other also came into being. And beside this, we also did a smart city project in Israel. Our smart city project, we did that also. And now also we are adding few more things which come into technology and digital part. As of God has been very kind when we shifted in 2012 from DGR to civil. So that was a challenge. So we shifted and then we started all kind of manpower. Today, God is kind. Last 3 years, we are touching 100 CR plus turnover. We have touched 3.5 to 5,000 people. It all depend on kind of tendering. Sometimes the strength reduces, goes up, and those kind of a thing. So that's what we have done, and still quite hopeful that we'll grow. And God has been very kind, and people have been. We got a support from all around, and we stick to our principle. And things are looking up, and God is kind, and we are moving. That's what we are today.
तो अभी आपका स्केल और साइज ब्रॉडली कितना है सर? 100 करोड़ के अलावा कहाँ कहाँ काम कर रहे हैं और किस तरह से होता है?
देखो, अगर टर्नओवर की बात करते हैं तो हमने 115-120 करोड़ का लाभ पिछले 2-3 साल से चल रहा है। और उसके अलावा अगर हम फिजिकल सिक्योरिटी की बात करते हैं तो उसके लिए आपको लॉ जो पसारा जिसे बोलते हैं, दिस इज अ लाइसेंस. It's a license which you have to take from state, every state, whichever state you want to work, because law and order is a state subject. So you have to take from that state, and it is for 5 years. After that, you have to get renewal. So as of today, we are working into 7 states for physical security, and for housekeeping and other kind of manpower. You don't need not to have the pasara. You can work pan India. So that also we are working in 8-10 states. And we have around 4,000 people working as of now with us. Like I said, beside the physical security, the IG, the T3 or the entire Delhi airport, 3 runway, 27, 28, 29, we handled for 5 years for wildlife control. 5 साल के लिए. And then the Delhi Secretariat reception services we handle. The entire building we handle for facility management. We have things like, say, in Delhi, you have a department of DTDC, the liquor vans and all that. We have 1,000+ helpers there. Also, number of places we have data entry operator. So those various across the field we have, that's the manpower and things we have. And since the government have recently also took a call, that central government said that they will not recruit any 4th-class employees. That means everything will be outsourced. So whatever the manpower and other things, now all the things will be outsourced. So it's just, along with the physical security, take all kind of manpower also. All this manpower now government is not hiring. So it comes to the people who are providing manpower. So these contracts also come to you. So we have number of these kind of contracts. So that's what we have done. Even refueling at the airport, we have still people working with the customs in airport, inside airport. Certain critical locations we have done. Certain things we can't even name, those kind of security, other things we've done. So that's our experience across the board.
सर, आपने अभी एक स्केल अचीव किया. आपने ये बताया कि कैसे गवर्नमेंट भी जो है वो मैन पावर प्राइवेटाइज कर रही है, प्रॉब्ली सीआईएसएफ से भी इंस्टॉलेशंस ले रहे हैं. और शुरू में आपने ये भी बताया कि डीजीआर का आपको 2-3 साल का सपोर्ट रहा, उसके बाद में आपने टेक ऑफ किया. बट इस सारी कहानी में आप तो अकेले नहीं होंगे जिनको डीजीआर का सपोर्ट मिला होगा, और बहुत सारे लोगों को मिला होगा. आज भी डीजीआर बहुत सारे लोगों को सपोर्ट करता है. तो मेरा आपसे इसमें ये सवाल होगा सर कि आप अपनी वो जर्नी जो ईयर बाय ईयर अगर हमारे साथ शेयर करें डीजीआर के अलावा, कि किस तरह से आपने वहां से डीजीआर के एक लिमिटेड कोटा से और कहाँ आपने आज ये जो क्रिएट किया कि आपके पास 7 स्टेट्स का प्रसारा है. यू आर वर्किंग ऑन एयरपोर्ट, यू आर वर्किंग ऑन दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट. ये क्या ईयर बाय ईयर अगर आप जर्नी को थोड़ा सा बताएं, so that others also get to understand how they can वो पायदान दर पायदान कैसे चढ़ेंगे.
Vipul, like I said, our company was registered in 2009, and 2009 we impaneled ourselves with the DGR, and we stayed till 2012. In 3 years, we directors finished our quota, and then we took a call. Here, I'll just say before going further, our army or defense officers who are impaneled with DGR, 90% people don't run their own thing. I will not delve further. All those officers, all those people who want to go ahead and make this as a second career or entrepreneurship, they have to run themselves. They will run themselves. They will learn the thing. DGR are very good contracts. This is a very good service charge. Most of the people are you have to deploy 90% 4Gs. So that's a good experience. And from there, like in 3 years, we got eligibility. In 2012, we switched. But there you get disempanel in DGR. That time you cannot work in civil. When you are working with DGR, you cannot work with civil because you have to give your AS26 and all that. So as long as you are working with DGR, you're only there. If your vision is clear, like I want to pursue this as a second career, then 90% people close it there only. DGR, they said, sorry, I don't want to go further. That's good enough for me. I got the thing, whatever backing I got the support from resettlement, some funds I got from DGR. I run that. Now, thank you very much. I don't want. Your vision has to be clear. Now you want to make this as a second career and you are going further. We did together, we sat down both and we decided that we will take it forward, whatever challenges may come. We got an eligibility and we got experience after running all this beside army from DGR contracts. Then 2012 onwards, we jumped into civil, and now it is 2023. We are all working, and every year, God being very kind, we grow. Initially, the turnover was 2 crore, 1 crore, And suddenly last 3 years, we had 100 plus crore, in between there, between 50 to 100 crore. So that's how you grow. You keep growing. But the only thing is your vision has to be very, very clear. Your commitment, your other commitment in life, your kids' life, you have to see all that. You need a lot of funds. You need to have a support of fund. You have to have a, very clear idea about, you have to make sure certain things like in army, it is this discipline. Look, those compliances, I will make sure I will not do any corner cutting in the compliances part, so that the department, other department, they're along with connected with us like ESI, PF, labor, GST, income tax, and all that. They, after 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, they do your inspection and all that. So you have to very clear if you want to take this business forward. So all these things, all these inspection should not dent your business, and that's what we moved at. And people, we got to support. Another thing is, it's very important that you do your licensing part. The aim, what is DGR? DGR is that you are impanel, and in seniority you get a contract. You keep getting your contract and you run them. But when you shift from DGR to civil, the main thing, how do you get work? How do you get work? There are two ways of getting work. That either you participate in the tenders, which is into government, where your eligibility comes into play, what size of tender you can participate, what is your fund availability. And second is in corporate. Depending on your eligibility, your licensing power, your spoken reputation in the market, then you, certain companies, you get impaneled with JLL, Cushman Wakefield, CBRE, and directly also with corporate. So then you get a chance to get there also. You get impaneled like DGR, you get impaneled with them, and you get some work. You show results, then based on your results, they'll keep giving you more work. They are also looking some people who are good in ensuring compliances, whose reactions are fast. They want people who can react to their. In manpower, the challenge is always there. But the main thing is, if something happen, how quickly you can address and resolve that issue. That should be your spoken reputation. Also, your reputation with the employees matters a lot. I'll just give a small example. Initially, when we used to get a contract, we used to run from pillar to post to get people recruit, like giving advertisement in newspapers and putting posters on the walls, distributing all the things, so that these people come, we recruit them, and we provide them. Today, based on the spoken reputation, moment we get a contract, and the people who are working others, they spread word around and conveying the message, they got a contract. KSA got a contract here for 100 people, 200 people. You will rely, for a 200 people, we got a 500 people line up. That's what matter. They know that these people will ensure the compliances. These people will give you timely salary, and they, human being, they respect that kind of thing. Plus, client knows that, look, the client want two things. Most important thing, especially government, is nobody wants to compromise because transparent world. So nobody wants to take a panga with the compliances. So somebody can ensure them. Compliances are very clear. And second thing, give a good services. And in services, always there be some challenge. So you are there upfront beside your team if required. Move upfront and resolve that thing. So that's what people look. That's what we did. And that's what we said 2012 onward when we came to civil. It took us 3-4 years, almost 15-16, that we keep moving slowly. And then from 15-16 onward, we start progressing every year. In between, the corona came in. There was a huge challenge and a solid challenge. It's a story in itself. We still, we looked after the client. We looked after our people who were serving. People went home, couldn't come back. People stayed, how to organize their food and other things. God been very kind. We utilized the 4G approach, looked after them. Like our langars, we made the corporate and all that. We give ration, give them food, and that's how we handle. And that actions of our spoke, and that really enhanced our reputation with our employees also and with the client also. And that again, there was a little setback in between for all businesses. We were lucky that were not much, it was a little bit, and then we moved up and up. So that's our story, and we are doing and moving up.
सर मैं समराइज करता हूँ ऑडियंस के लिए जो सर ने बताया, थोड़ा सा आप इसको ऐसे समझें। सबसे पहले तो डीजीआर का जो 3 साल का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट था, उसके बेसिस पर इनका पेपर तैयार हुआ, सो दे वर एबल टू अर्न, दे गॉट एलिजिबल टू पार्टिसिपेट इन टेंडर्स विद वेरियस गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट्स एंड पब्लिक सेक्टर अंडरटेकिंग। दैट वाज द फर्स्ट पार्ट विच सर कवर्ड, कि उस 3 साल के काम के बेसिस पर उनकी एक एलिजिबिलिटी क्रिएट हुई, सो दैट दे वर एबल टू पार्टिसिपेट इन अ सर्टेन स्केल ऑफ टेंडर्स। दूसरा जो सर ने बताया कि वो 3 साल 4 साल इन्होंने यूटिलाइज किया कॉर्पोरेट्स में अपने लिंक्स, अपना लाइसेंस डेवलप करने के लिए, सो दैट once the DGR contract ended, they were able to go and get work. Work means contracts for providing security services, manpower services, and etc. The allied services which they are engaged in. So again, a lot of people pack up after DGR, go home कि हमारा contract खत्म हो गया. But KSJ Private Limited, they decided they'll stay and they utilize that time to develop the required liaison, required business development, required links. Third, they developed a spoken reputation of being reliable people, or someone who can be relied on from all the stakeholders, not just the client side, but also people whom they employ. So शुरू में एम्प्लॉय लाने में दिक्कत होती थी, एडवर्टीजमेंट निकालते थे, लोग नहीं आते थे. अब सिचुएशन ये है कि ये इनको जैसे नया कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मिलता है, अपने आप ही जो इनके एम्प्लॉइज हैं वही आगे बात कर लेते हैं और दे स्टार्ट गेटिंग पीपल हु वांट टू वर्क विद देम. So that's how you progress step by step, year by year, develop your business, develop your contacts, develop your status and your reputation. आज बातचीत करने में, कहने में बड़ा आसान लगता है, बट जब ये कर रहे होंगे बहुत सारे ट्रायल्स एंड ट्राइबुलेशंस आते हैं. और कोरोना आया तो when he said that he took care of their people, what you have to understand here is कि probably the directors and the company, they got together and paid money from their pocket in spite of not getting paid during that time. And they made sure that their people stayed with them. And that's how reputations are built. It's not built just on profit. It is built on the fact that when there are losses also, when there are difficult times also, you stay the course. And that's what entrepreneurship is about. So salute to you, sir. एक तो आपने कोरोना बताया, मुझे और एक दो कोई ऐसी सिचुएशंस बताइए जब केएसजे को बहुत परेशानी में थे और कैसे आप लोगों ने उसको वहां से खींच के बाहर.
Vipul, frankly speaking, we've been lucky. The not only thing is when you shift and switch from DGR to civil, then you find there are certain challenges because your work reduces and to get work. Also, another thing when DGR to come to civil, or otherwise also, when you get a DGR contract, generally you pay one salary from your pocket and you can keep getting funds after. In civil, the period is, the cycle is 90 days. And so you have to manage these funds from your pocket. Okay, you can pay. Sometimes so happen that we have work in front of us, but we didn't have the funds to pick up the work because you have to pay salaries from your own pocket. In corporate, in government also, sometimes you don't get a salary, certain department 2 to 3 months. And also, when you take up this big contract, you have to give your bank guarantees 5%, earlier 10%, then reduced to Corona 3%, now 5%. So that kind of fund management, and also this has been number of time in between become quite a big challenge. So that, otherwise also like what we said, even somebody from DGR to coming to civil, this fund management of fund, like saving money, people after 40 retiring and doing that, also there are some family requirements also. There are people, there are children who are studying, that you need fund there, other things. So this fund management and fund thing is a big thing. It's a big challenge at various times, various places. So you have to manage that. You have to take a call. Look, whatever, either it's the profit margins are not that high. If somebody say, I will pick up fund from somewhere and invest here and then pay back, that won't be a very good idea. You have to see, this is the fund I have, and my advice to all the brother, the fraternity and all those are this, that you say whatever fund whatever fund you manage, and rotate in those funds and manage those funds and keep building on that, because manpower is not a kind of business where you pick up, invest, and then repay back. That will be a little difficult unless until you are so lucky. Somebody, you got a good friend who got a good backup, he comes along with you. But then that's a challenge. That's a challenge. So that's one.
अगेन फॉर द ऑडियंस, सर जो हम बताना चाह रहे हैं कि कई बार वर्किंग कैपिटल का चैलेंज इनको फेस करना पड़ा, 3-4 महीने में पेमेंट आती है, बट यू हैव टू कीप रनिंग द शो फॉर दोस 3-4 मंथ्स. तो 100 करोड़ को अगर डिवाइड करते हैं 12 महीने में, सो दैट्स ऑलमोस्ट 20 करोड़ रुपीज विच यू नीड टू बिल्ड. एंड एज आई सेड, ये बातचीत में बड़ा आसान लगता है, इट कैन क्रिएट अ लॉट ऑफ मेंटल स्ट्रेस, रातों की नींद हराम हो जाती है, और एंटरप्रेन्योर का जो है वो बाल बाल कर्जे में आ जाता है विद बैंक्स फॉर क्रिएटिंग दैट काइंड ऑफ वर्किंग कैपिटल एंड द स्ट्रेस कि आपका पेमेंट आपको कब मिलेगा. सो दोस काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रेसेस इज व्हाट क्रिएट्स एंटरप्रेन्योर्स फ्रॉम पीपल हु आर अदरवाइज वर्किंग. तो सर, मैं आपसे इसमें ये जानना चाहूँगा कि फौजी ऑफिसर को अपने मेंटल शिफ्ट्स क्या करने चाहिए अगर वो एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना चाहते हैं, दिमाग में क्या बदलाव किया जाए?
देखो विपुल, सबसे पहले तो विजन बड़ा क्लियर होना चाहिए कि मैं अगर डीजीआर में काम करता हूं, देयर आफ्टर बियॉन्ड दैट डू आई हैव टू वर्क और से थैंक यू देयर ओनली. द विजन हैज टू बी वेरी क्लियर. एंड देन द अनदर पार्ट इज अ फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी. देयर आर सो मेनी गुड क्वालिटीज ऑफ फोर्स, army, good quality, you can retain that, and certain thing you have to just leave. It's and relearn certain qualities in civil. There's a change from civil. You cannot apply all the qualities of Forge. You have to decide, you have to take a call. These are the qualities which will continue, will be my backbone. Beside that, I have to leave this. I'll be too flexible and adapt to the civil qualities. And then you should be able to take risk. Risk management also has to be there. This much risk I should take, depending on every individual to individual. That this much risk I can take, not beyond this. That one should. Then one should have a, over a period of time, the domain expertise should acquire. Like all these expertise, it should not depend on the team. Like in an army, sometimes you say the head clerk and those people. Here, you should be knowing with your HR, what are the HR policies, what is admin, your business development, your financial. There are people in army, you know it very well. Number of people like us, we doesn't understand what are the finances. Here, it is very important to have the financial understanding. So all those things one has to learn. And all those things, stay clear in vision. Yes, I have to do it. And also, be ready. There will be challenges. There will be setback. Be positive. If somebody says that there are no setback in business, there will be definitely a setback. The only thing you should be stay positive and be ready to challenge it. This setback will come. And if you are positive, your vision is clear, and stay think they will go. And there will be time when you are a little down, then ups, they will come. That is very important. Also, in your family, sometime a wife and kids also sometimes say, यार आप कहाँ फंस गए, क्या कर रहे हो, गोल्फ खेलो, आपको पेंशन आ रही है, ये हो रहा है, वो हो रहा है. You have to be still clear कि मैं गोल्फ भी खेलूंगा, मैं ये भी करूंगा, बट मैंने ये बीड़ा उठाया है, मैं इस काम को करूंगा. It is just not that I am earning. Also, government has spent so much on me to train me to come up like that. I have to give it back to the society. It is during COVID also, Radwai also. Our motto was when there were losses also still. Then we said it is our responsibility. The government has spent on us. We were trained, and so much of 22 साल इस फौज में हमने सारी कार्रवाई की, सब कुछ हुआ. So this is a time. Let's give it back to the society. Beside our children and family, we give it back to the society. Now also we take it as that this is our duty to give back to the society. If you have that kind of mentality, positive attitude, if you say, and flexible, clear vision, have some backup of funds, have backup of good friends and family, good liaison, these things will carry you forward in a little downtime also. And I've seen the downtime also doesn't stay for long. We as a Fauji's, we have seen all these things. We have taken challenges. We have done management. We have done risk management. We have attacked on LC and other places. We have taken risk. We have taken decisions. We have seen ambiguity situations. Here also similar thing. If you stay positive, things will improve. That's my say कि when you come to, but you have to have a clear vision and stay positive. That's my thing.
सर आपने 2-3 बार क्योंकि ये वर्ड यूज किया और ये मेरे लिए भी मुझे लगता है ये काफी इम्पोर्टेंट है, मैं भी लोगों से इस बारे में काफी कहता रहता हूँ। आप क्या कहेंगे सर कि जो लाइजन है या नेटवर्क है उससे कितना फायदा होगा?
Vipul,
important is networking for professional success?
I'll just tell you, this is very important to get work. When you say liaison, when you say work, you have to stay in touch. I'm telling you, होली, दिवाली, ये फेस्टिवल, ये आपको बर्थडे एनिवर्सरीज, ये आपको मौका देते हैं किसी को विश करने का, किसी को जस्ट स्टे इन देयर थॉट्स, स्टे इन देयर थॉट्स. समटाइम लोग भूल जाते हैं कि यार ये भी बंदा ये काम करता है, कार्रवाई करता है. लाइजनिंग इज now as a difficult time also, when we were doing like as a part during COVID also, there were people taking our help, sending vehicle for us, and we said we'll take control. That's how the licensing difficult time we help out people, because in our kind of business manpower, the most important is to get business. You get licensing. Licensing means you keep meeting people, keep showing your strength, keep interacting, keep showing your positivity, and they say ki, yes, he is the go man, I need to go to him. That's important. And even I'll tell you, corporate, if you keep licensing, then only they'll impanel you. Your eligibility, beside your eligibility, if you don't license and don't think, who will impanel you? Nobody. And it is your, sometime it is not your team. It is your moving forward. They say, ki, yaar, look, he's a director, he's a man, but he still, he moves around. And in government, if you have a good licensing power, mind you, even people knowing your thing, they will do 19-20. अगर आप 19 है तो आपको काम दे देंगे, 20 वाले को नहीं देंगे, because they know 19 में आपकी लाइसेंसिंग है और वो आपको ये जानते हैं कि ये आदमी मुसीबत के समय खड़ा मिलेगा और ये काम करेगा. दैट इज व्हाट लाइसेंसिंग इज. एंड दे से कि ये एक बार, ये इसने एक बार जैसे बॉर्डर पे कह दिया कि पीछे नहीं भागना है, ये वो कहता है कि इस काम को, अगर कई बार ऐसा भी हो हमारे साथ, हमने कोई काम उठा लिया और काम उठा के हमें वो नुकसान का काम उठा लिया. आई टेल यू, गवर्नमेंट में हमने काम उठाया, हमने नुकसान का काम उठाया और मैंने चिट्ठी लिख दिया कि ये कहते हुए कि यार मैं इस काम को नहीं करूंगा, थैंक यू वेरी मच. और एक सीनियर IAS ऑफिसर थे, उन्होंने कहा कि कल साहब को बुलाओ, ये हमारे साथ एक बार चाय कॉफी बुलाओ. मैं गया, मैंने उनको बोला कि, उन्होंने कहा कि साहब आओ चाय कॉफी, अब चाय कॉफी पीते हैं, चाय कॉफी. उन्होंने कहा साहब ये क्या लिख दिया आपने? हमने तो नहीं बुलाया था आपको काम के लिए, आपने टेंडर भरा है, आपने कार्रवाई है, हम आपको जानते हैं और आपको लॉस हो रहा है, ये भी जानते हैं, बट अगर मैं आपको कहूंगा तो आपको ब्लैक लिस्टिंग हो सकती है, आपको, आप छोड़ के नहीं भाग सकते, ये हो सकता है, आप इस काम को करें. लेकिन ये मुझे पता है कि आपकी क्या कर, मैं इसके बदले आपको 4 काम और दूंगा, आप काम करें इसको. और उसने मेरी चिट्ठी मेरे सामने फाड़ दी, बोला थैंक यू, मुझे पता है आप भागेंगे नहीं, आप ये काम करेंगे. श्योर एनफ, that's how licensing other thing, because they knew, he had a confidence also कि मैं इनको बुलाऊंगा, एक कप चाय पिलाऊंगा तो ये मेरी बात सुनेंगे, मानेंगे और जानते हैं. that's what licensing matters. That's how I say you keep moving licensing, and in corporate also it is your licensing, you keep moving, and that's how you get work. Your team also have to go and license, project their thing, you have to showcase your strength, that's what you do. Then only you get a work. That's it.
बिल्कुल सही है सर. तो ऑडियंस को मैं जो ये कहना चाहता हूँ, सर जो लाइजन बता रहे हैं उसको आजकल की मॉडर्न भाषा में नेटवर्किंग कहा जाता है. इट्स वन एंड द सेम थिंग. आपको काम चाहिए, आपको नौकरी चाहिए, आपको अपने व्यापार के लिए कॉन्ट्रैक्ट चाहिए, सप्लाई ऑर्डर चाहिए, किसी भी तरह का काम चाहिए, you should have a good network of people whom you can reach out to and when people can reach out to you. और आपको देना भी पड़ेगा, आप सिर्फ ले नहीं सकते। जैसे जोगिंदर सर ने कहा कि इंसान का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट भी भरा गया तो एक बार के लिए पूरा करना पड़ेगा, आगे उस रिलेशनशिप जो बिल्ड हुई है उसके बेसिस पर आगे कमाई की जाएगी। सो आप लोगों से मेरी ये रिक्वेस्ट है, प्लीज डेवलप योर नेटवर्क्स। इसके ऊपर बहुत बार हमारी पीछे भी बातचीत हुई है। आप लोगों की उसी मदद के लिए मैंने आज के चैट बॉक्स में भी 3 लिंक डाले हैं। एक लिंक व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप का है जो वैल्यूज नेटवर्क के करियर ग्रुप का है, यू कैन ज्वाइन दैट ग्रुप। देन हमने एक टेलीग्राम ग्रुप बना रखा है वैल्यूज नेटवर्क का, ज्वाइन दैट ग्रुप। एंड देन देयर इज अ गूगल फॉर्म फॉर ज्वाइनिंग द गूगल email group of values network. All these places, your effort should be to grow your network and then keep in touch with relevant people as per your field, as per your chosen vocation. And that's how you will get newer opportunities, better opportunities. चाहे फिर आप नौकरी करें या आप बिजनेस करें, वो आपका चॉइस है, बट नेटवर्किंग इज inescapable फॉर एनीवन हु वांट्स टू प्रोग्रेस। जोगिंदर सर, आप मानते हैं इस बात को या आपका इसमें कोई और
Absolutely.
विचार होगा?
Bilkul, you said this is a very, you put in a very simple term. And that's a very, very important aspect of entrepreneurship and going into this line, especially. Other also places also, you said very right. This is one of the most important aspect of the whole thing.
Okay, सर आपसे मेरे आखिरी 2 सवाल हैं। उसके बाद में we have more than 100 people with us, 100 से ज्यादा ऑफिसर्स हैं। मैं चाहूंगा कि वो भी अपने क्वेरीज आपसे डायरेक्ट मुखातिब होकर के बातचीत करें। आपने जब पीएमआर लिया सर, एंड यू आर आर्मर्ड कोर ऑफिसर, तो आपने फौज में भी ऐसा कोई बहुत टेक्निकली हैवी काम नहीं किया। तब आपको एक ऑप्शन आया कि मैं नौकरी करूं या मैं अपना काम करूं डीजीआर स्पॉन्सर्ड। रिस्क था, शायद नौकरी करते तो। आज अगर वही समय वापस से आए तो आप क्या करेंगे सर? एंटरप्रेन्योर बनेंगे या?
I'll just tell you something, Vipul. Maybe I've not told people when I joined army. I did everything did well in the army. I was an instructor, automotive instructor. I taught most of the officers, youngsters, army and armored and mech. I was instructor for 2 years. Then I did a tank technology course, which is a 1-year course in IIT Girinagar. Did that course also. Only the strength is around 22 officers in a year, and that officer is a AD officer, engineer officer, armored officer, mech officer, and that kind of strength. Thereafter, I did my staff college. After doing my staff college, I did a BM for 3 years. Chief of Commendation card and everything. I got everything. But whatever happened in army and all that, today, if I'm sitting, it's all army experience and whatever I did in army, whatever training I got. But somehow, maybe the army didn't find me that you can move forward. I was very clear. I took a call. Sorry, I will not even stay a single day extra. I will go back. And I came out. I was called and they said, what you will do? I said, that is next. That I will decide, but I will not now. Thank you. I will go out of army. And what I'm again saying, whatever I learned, what I'm doing today, it's all army. And thankful. Fantastic life I've had in army and all great. When I came out, I did my that 6-month MBA also. Beside that, I had done a full-time MBA. I had in my BSc Physics honor from Delhi University. Went to army. Did the TTC get a 1-year MSc. Staff college get something else. You get all the degrees. I did a 2-year full-fledged MBA distance courses. Then I did 6 months before coming out army. All this education I did and I learned. I came out. I joined corporate for 2 years. Total white collar job, very well paid and everything fantastic. And then I started this thing. Then there was a call between continue, because earlier you can do a job also, you can run the security agency also. Then there was a call, they said you can do only one thing. as it is, we are very clear to decide to leave the job and then start this second career our own. And then the call came. We together decided that whatever may be, we want to become an entrepreneur and we want to start our own thing. Left everything in corporate also and started the job. No regrets, all ups and down. We tried our best, and still also given a chance, second life, third life, whatever we did, what God been very kind, blessing and good wishes of friends like you and all, and given a chance, we'll do again and again. And what I say, fantastic life we are living, doing well, contributing to society. If I say what I'm today, it's again because of army. It was my call to leave army, and what I got from army is unthinkable. And today, what we are saying, so both fantastic life there also, life here also. But I was very clear. My mission was very clear कि ये करना है, ऐसे करना है. And given a chance again, we will do that similar kind of thing. So that's my thing.
तो सर आपने 2 बार लगी हुई कंफर्ट को, मतलब लगी हुई नौकरी, कंफर्ट जोन से बाहर आए, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप करी, आगे पीछे, और आप फिर कहते हैं कि अगर मौका मिलेगा तो फिर से यही करूंगा। तो मैं यहाँ पर जो हमारे साथ 100 से ज्यादा आज ऑफिसर्स जुड़े हैं उनको यही कहूंगा कि एक ही बार जिंदगी है, हिम्मत करके देखिए, इतना भी दिक्कत नहीं है। आप हिम्मत करेंगे तो आगे बढ़ेंगे। नाउ देयर आर ऑलरेडी पीपल कीन टू स्पीक टू यू एंड कनेक्ट टू यू। जस्ट गिव मी 1 मिनट सर, मैं रिकॉर्डिंग रोक देता हूँ।
Gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah.